Hello, you are listening to Dr. Sushma Singh. Today we in unit 12 micro planning we are going to start this lecture with the topic approach and strategies. Micro level planning is considered as a method to bring about integrated area development in the countryside. It is, however, not limited to any particular settlement. Microplanning takes a whole hierarchy of central places and its hinterlands as its focus. The emphasis in microplanning is a planning from the lowest level upward to the central, clearly defined area or regions. In many cases, this region may be co-terminus with the district. In doing this, the needs of the local areas as well as the purpose of regional development are served. The location of specific socio-economic activities and their interlinkages over a region are major concerns of microplanning. The national plans, which providing a broad framework of development strategically, the microplanning helps fix priorities for different regions depending on their specific need. It has been realized that without micro level planning, no national plan can be properly implemented. At the same time, without national priorities, no micro planning is possible. Therefore, for all practical purposes, both the macro and micro method of planning are complementary to each other, and their combined use is essential in bringing about an overall socio-economic development of the country. Or to put it in another way, to make any development planning effective, there is a need to follow a two-pronged approach working simultaneously and in a coordinated way from the grassroots level up and the national level down. Microplanning, in its true perspective, attempts to address the emerging socio-economic problems at various territorial levels. It offers a planning within a spatial framework so that all kinds of resources and endowment may be utilized fully and the fruits of development could be equally shared socially. At some point, microplanning is often made synonymous with regional and area planning. From policy considerations, microplanning provides a realistic approach for the socio-economic development, particular for a country like India, where regional disparities and imbalances are acute and problems of poverty and unemployment are alarming with specific features in the rural areas. It emphasizes spatial process of development within the broad framework of the national plan, giving due consideration to the spatial problems, resources, and needs at the grassroots level. The basic idea behind the micro planning is to offer a grassroots approach in discovering growth potentials and various impediments to development spatially. In 1970s, the growth center model has been identified as a basic tool for micro level planning and development in rural India. In microplanning, major emphasis has been given to the development of weaker sections of the population and of the backward regions and areas. The concept of microplanning was developed in bringing planning efforts to district or block level for a balanced growth of all regions and all sections of the population. Microplanning came as a real breakthrough in the area of planning by offering a scientific local plan at the micro level. taking into account the geographical scope of microplanning within which various development programs can be effectively organized and implemented. Microregions were identified as suitable units for the formulation of area development plan because they were found sufficiently close to grassroots and offered opportunities for direct and active people's participation and implementation of the plan. The spital process of development being the sole criteria for microplanning emphasizes planning from the lowest level, that is, from the cluster of villages upward to the clearly defined regions. The rationale behind micro level area planning is that there is a hierarchy of settlement based on availability of services with specialization in an area and population which need to be located at the most appropriate places. Microplanning approach provides opportunity to the backward area of development through different integrated area development programs. It also offers a framework for decentralizing economic and social activities by locating specific functions and appropriate places. Thus, location of specific socio-economic activities and their interlinkage over a region are the major concerns of micro-level planning. The approach of micro-level planning in later period also led to introduction of several new area-specific development programs. The more prominent of them are the Command Area Development (CAD), Desert Development Program (DDP), Drought Prone Area Development Program (DPAP), Integrated Area Development Program (IADP), Hill Area Development Program (HADP), Tribal Area Development Program (TADP), and Whole Village Development Program (WVDP). They are directed at specific areas or regions which suffer from some disabilities or are prone to certain hardships. Here we want to end this lecture. Thanks for listening.